Reiko Masui.
My grandma was a liar. It was the night before my history test. I was 9 years old. I complained, "Grandma, how can I memorize all this? Look, the highlights are from this page and all the way to this page." Then she said, "Here's the secret to memorize things. Put your head on the book and sleep for a night. Then your brain will copy the book, word for word." So I said, "Really?" That night, I piled up all my history books. Guess what? Next day at the school, when I received the questions, I had no idea. One night before my family trip, it's 11 p.m. and I haven't packed yet. "Grandma, can you wake me up at 5 a.m. tomorrow?" Then again, "Here's the secret to wake up early. Before you sleep, hit your pillow 5 times. By hitting the pillow, your mind imprints 5 a.m. And even while you're sleeping, your mind goes 5 and a 5 and a 5 and a 5 and a 5. You will wake up." That night, I hit the pillow 5 times. And just to be sure, I hit it again. Next day, I woke up at 10. Now, my grandma is no longer with us. But I know she was born to a poor family, and her mom passed away when she was very little. She had to wake herself up, and she found a way. When she couldn't afford textbooks, she borrowed a book and copied it by hand. When she fell asleep on it, said, "That's okay. I just let my brain copy it." Her lies were not to hurt anyone, only to stay positive about her life. When her life seemed unfair, her lies were her strength. Years later, when I was 23, I was the youngest of all the 30 nurses working in a busy hospital. And I had a mentor, Yuka, who's only 2 years more experienced than me. And we had many demanding senior nurses. And one of them was very picky, Miss Tall and Loud. "Reiko, clean up the stuff on the floor. If a patient trips on it, it's gonna be your fault. Reiko, complete a vital check in 10 minutes. Reiko, take an outflow, it's room 16. Reiko, your patient disappeared." What? One night, I overheard Miss Tall and Loud talking to my mentor. "Reiko is not improving. You both disappointed us." Yuka was crying. I thought I have to quit. But I was too new, and there was nowhere else to go. Then I remember my grandma having the strength to stay positive in her tough time. And I needed the same strength. So I told a lie to myself. Miss Tall and Loud is picky because she believes in me. And I hung in there another year because this lie became my strength. 1 year later, Miss Tolan Loud resigned. On her last day, I went to say her goodbye, and she was still tall and loud. But I never forgot her words. You are one of the few who didn't quit. Reiko, now you become a good nurse. And for the first time, she smiled at me. Almost. We've been always told lies are bad. But I learned there is a moment in our lives only a lie can help. And that's huge because you remember my grandma who couldn't even afford textbooks. Later, she became the first female director at the city center. At the time in a society where no one ever thought that was even possible. But lying to herself, always believing what she could do, she broke the rules and made history. We can always stretch the truth a little bit to believe in ourselves. Because in times of doubt, despair, or disappointment, or even when your life seemed unfair, the only strength that can still push you forward is not the truth, is not the reality. It is a lie. You believe. Come, best chair.